Point of view, you are a volunteer at the Vaccination Centre.
Tracy, Vaccination Centre Manager. Briefing Tom, volunteer.
I understand that before you retired you were a security guard. I want you standing on the main gate and get people to wind down their windows and tell you what time their appointment is for the vaccine. If they do not have an appointment, make them do a U-turn. If they are not there for a vaccine, make them do a U-turn. What if it's the mayor? I suppose you can let the mayor in. You'll have a walkie-talkie, so if you're not sure, a juggernaut of deliveries of loo rolls. As I said, I'll have a walkie-talkie, so if you're not sure, just ask. No, I don't think you should let them in tomorrow, no.
Tracy,
Flora,
Vaccination
so
Centre Manager.
On
Briefing
board.
Flora,
I understand
volunteer.
You're a first-year student at Oxford Uni, studying to be a doctor, is that right? Oh, fantastic. Well, what I'd like to do is put you in the main foyer and read out the health and safety information to the patients, the elderly and disabled people, as they first come into the foyer. Is that okay? Great. Yeah, all the information will be on the placard. It is rather a large placard with a lot of information. You will need to read it out probably tomorrow about 500 times. I'll get there first thing. I'll get there about 8 and we'll run through it a few times, see if we can trace it down to about a minute. I'll bring my stopwatch, okay? What we might have to do is read it out to a few people at the same time, but making sure that there's a massive distance. But it's appointment only. We're not really meant to have them all in there at the same time in the foyer. Yes, I will try and make sure that you get a vaccination if there's any vaccines left over at the end of the day. Yes, you'd like yours done at the beginning of the day, just in case. Okay, I'll see if I can arrange that for you. First thing, no problem. You can only do a couple of hours because you've got nodules on your tonsils. Okay. I don't know. Can you mime?
Tracy, Vaccination Centre Manager.
No, I really
Briefing
don't want
Mrs.
to do very
Brush,
much for, I
receptionist.
promise. What's your job usually? Telling people to phone back at 8 or 2 or to book them in for 3 weeks' time. No, that's not the sort of thing you'll be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow, all I need you to do, literally, Mrs. Brush, is to sit on the chair at the computer there. I'll get Lee to get the chair out for you and help you set the computer up. All I want you to do is to take people's name, their full name and their date of birth, and just simply tick the box that says that they have had their vaccine, they're about to have their vaccine. That's all I want you to do. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, if they have any queries at all, Lee will be standing with you. He's 16 years old, meant to do a car mechanic course, but obviously been delayed because of the pandemic. And Lee will put on them a red sticker. So if you've got any questions or they're concerned about the health and safety briefing that Flora has given them, put a red sticker on them so the GP knows to speak to them. The GP will be milling around the, I'm not sure what you call them, the vaccies. No, not evacuees, vaccies. But if they're good to go, they've had the health and safety briefing, just put a green sticker on them. Well, Lee will put the green sticker on them. You don't need to lift a finger. All right. Now, you are the only paid member of staff there tomorrow. Everybody else is a volunteer. But if we could keep that on the down low. Yeah, we should be able to get you a vaccine yourself tomorrow as well. That will probably happen at the end of the day when we see how many vaccinations we've got left that we can distribute to volunteers. Okay. Yeah, it's if we get there 8:30 at the latest for a 9 o'clock. You can't get there until 10. There will be jam donuts. We're having a load of jam donuts delivered at 8 o'clock. If you want some breakfast with us, we will have breakfast together. Oh, you're coming for 8 o'clock, 8:30. Great, thanks very much. Look forward to meeting you in person tomorrow. Bye-bye now, bye-bye.
Tracy, Vaccination
Hello, Lee.
Centre Manager.
How are you?
Briefing
Gosh, I
Lee,
remember you when you were
volunteer.
a little baby. Can't believe you're 16 now. Incredible. So you're going to come and help us out tomorrow? Oh, great, Lee. That's brilliant. You couldn't do me a favour, could you? When you get there in the morning, set a table and chair up for Mrs. Brush. She's the elderly receptionist from tree surgery. That's right, yeah. If you could just pop her a table and chair and just make sure her computer's working and things for me, could you? Oh, that's brilliant. I've got a very important job for you tomorrow, Lee. I'm going to give you some stickers first thing. Some red stickers and some green stickers. Now, when people come through, first of all, they're going to go and see Flora, who's going to give them a health and safety briefing. Then they are going to go and see Mrs. Brush on reception, and then I want you to give them either a red sticker or a green sticker. So Mrs. Brush will tell you whether it's a red sticker or a green sticker.
Tracy,
How's the OCD
Vaccination
been
Centre
since the
Manager.
pandemic?
Briefing Debbie,
Really?
volunteer.
Cleaning a lot. I've got the perfect job for you tomorrow, Debbie. What do you like with a wet wipe? No, you won't be touching any of the elderly and disabled people. No, don't worry. I want you wiping the seats, not their seats, the seats of the chairs after they've sat on them. Yes. There will be about 40 chairs because of the elderly and disabled. They'll have to sit down whilst they're queuing. And there's about 10 different stations for... Yes, you might need a bit of a hand with it. I'll assign a couple of youngsters. Yes, they'll be wearing yellow fluorescent tops too. You can be the team leader. And you can have a packet of wet wipes each, absolutely. And I want you just wiping those seats like there's no tomorrow.
Tracy, Vaccination Centre Manager. Briefing Lara, volunteer.
Tree surgery, is that right? Great. It was a week's course, really, to learn how to administer the vaccine. Right. Then what did they teach you? Gosh. What else did you learn about the vaccine? I see. And you feel confident about administering it tomorrow for me? Great, okay. Basically, if they have a red sticker on them, don't vaccinate them. Call the GP over, who will be milling around. If they've got a green sticker on them, they're good to go. There'll be plenty of other volunteers milling around, so if... yeah, absolutely. You'll be wearing what, sorry? Blue scrubs. Okay, dark blue scrubs. Okay. And you're happy you're happy for people, you want people to have selfies taken with you. Okay. Are you sure? Yeah, okay, that's great. Gosh, I'm sure you'll be on everybody's Facebook page, won't you? Will local press be there? Yeah, they might be. Oh, okay. Yes, certainly. I'll see if I can... Yes, if you sit with the vaccinator in the main hall there with your computer to collate any information you need for the council, that's absolutely fine. Just to get a steer, what sort of questions will the council be asking the disabled and elderly people? Bearing in mind, many of them haven't been out of the house for quite a few weeks and might be a bit nervous about social interaction, security, privacy. Sorry, and who's approved these questions? Okay, I might give them a... They're going to come down tomorrow. Okay, that's good. I'll have a chat with them tomorrow. Gosh, 30 years you've worked for the council. You're normally in the back room. Well, you'll be very much customer facing tomorrow. Is that a problem? No, you'll be fine. Now, some disabled and elderly people, they might be feeling quite emotional, bearing in mind they haven't been out. Some will be highly relieved. They might cry out of happiness. You have autism. Okay, that's not a problem. You will have the vaccinator there with you. If I give you a box of tissues, if anyone's a bit tearful or whatever, just kind of just go with the flow. Right. Okay, there will be other volunteers milling around, so just give one of them a shout. There'll also be a GP on hand. And a paramedic. Yes. I'm sure it'll all be fine. It'll all be fine.